Ceramic plates are an everyday item we often take for granted. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the journey these plates take before they land on your dining table? Their story is one of artistry, science, and a deep connection to human history. In this video, we'll explore how ceramic plates are crafted, from the raw materials to the final polished product. Welcome to the History of Simple Things, where we delve into the fascinating history behind the little things that shape our world. The journey of a ceramic plate begins with clay, a humble material found in the earth. Clay is essentially a mixture of minerals, water, and organic matter, which has been formed over millions of years. There are different types of clay used for ceramics, but the most common for plates is kaolin, often referred to as China clay. This type of clay is prized for its purity and ability to withstand high temperatures. In addition to clay, ceramic production also requires feldspar and silica. Feldspar helps the plate retain its shape during firing, while silica contributes to its durability. These raw materials are mined, purified, and then blended to create a perfect balance for crafting plates. This step is critical. The wrong proportions can lead to imperfections or even structural failure. Once the raw materials are prepared, the clay is ready to be shaped. There are two primary methods for shaping ceramic plates: molding and throwing. In the molding process, liquid clay, known as slip, is poured into a plaster mold. The plaster absorbs moisture from the slip, causing it to harden and take the shape of the mold. This method is often used for mass production because it's efficient and consistent. Throwing, on the other hand, is a more hands-on and artistic approach. A potter places a lump of clay on a spinning wheel and shapes it with their hands and tools. While this technique requires skill and practice, it allows for a unique personal touch in each piece. Watching a potter at work is mesmerizing. The transformation from a shapeless lump of clay to a symmetrical plate seems almost magical. Once the plates are shaped, they need to dry. This drying phase is more important than it might seem. If the clay contains too much moisture during firing, it can crack or even explode in the kiln. The drying process can take anywhere from a few hours to several days, depending on the size and thickness of the plate and the surrounding humidity. After drying, the plates go through their first firing, called the Bisque firing. This step transforms the clay into a material known as bisque. The bisque firing occurs at a lower temperature than the final firing, usually around 1000 degrees Celsius, 1832 degrees Fahrenheit. This hardens the plate and makes it more durable, but it's still porous and ready to absorb glaze. The next stage in the journey is glazing. Glaze is a liquid mixture of minerals and oxides that, when fired, forms a glass-like coating on the surface of the plate. Glazes serve both aesthetic and functional purposes. They add color and texture while making the plate waterproof and easier to clean. Applying glaze is an art in itself. It can be sprayed, brushed, or dipped, depending on the desired effect. Some glazes are smooth and glossy, while others are matte or textured. The choices here are nearly endless, allowing for incredible creativity. What makes glazing so fascinating is the unpredictability. The glaze's true colors and textures often don't reveal themselves until after the final firing. This element of surprise is part of what makes ceramics so captivating for artists and collectors alike. After glazing, the plates are ready for their final firing, often called the glaze firing. The kiln's temperature must be carefully controlled. Too hot, and the plate could warp or melt. Too cold, and the glaze won't fully mature. Modern kilns often use advanced technology to ensure precision, but traditional wood-fired kilns are still used in some artisan practices. These kilns add an element of unpredictability, as the placement of the plate and the type of wood used can influence the final outcome. Once the plates have cooled, they go through a thorough quality control process. Each plate is inspected for cracks, uneven glazing, or other imperfections. In large-scale production, some plates may be discarded if they don't meet the required standards. In smaller artisan workshops, imperfections are often embraced as part of the plate's unique character. While many ceramic plates are left with a simple glazed finish, others are adorned with intricate designs. These decorations can be applied in several ways, such as hand painting, screen printing, or decal transfers. Hand-painted plates are particularly special, as each one is essentially a miniature work of art. This step allows for cultural, historical, or personal stories to be told through the plate's design. In recent years, sustainability has become an important consideration in ceramic production. Many ceramicists are finding ways to recycle clay scraps, reduce energy usage, and use non-toxic glazes. Some even experiment with locally sourced materials to minimize their environmental footprint. These efforts ensure that ceramic plates remain a timeless and eco-friendly choice. Ceramic plates are more than just functional items. They're a reflection of human culture and creativity. From the fine china used in royal courts to the handmade plates crafted by indigenous communities, ceramics have a rich history. The designs, techniques, and materials used tell stories about the people and cultures that created them. Even today, a beautifully crafted ceramic plate can elevate a meal, turning an ordinary dinner into a memorable experience. The next time you set your table with ceramic plates, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship behind them. From the raw earth to the artist's touch, every plate carries a story. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring love for beauty and functionality. Whether it's a mass-produced plate or a one-of-a-kind artisan creation, each one has a journey worth celebrating. Have you ever tried making ceramics yourself? We'd love to hear about your experiences. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.